Good morning, it's Andy from PCR Global with a tired Llewellyn Labrador pup because we've just been out for a bit of a walk and a think. I just want to speak quite briefly really on management systems. What is a management system? Specifically Occupational Health and Safety Management System 45001. For those new to health and safety, understanding 45001 is like critical. I can just say, guys, understand it. Everything you need to know is in there. Yes, people make books, and I buy people's books and I read people's books, and it's their take on the world. Of course it is. It's their take on it. They're not taking on the world. But ultimately, if you can read, digest and understand and then articulate that 45001, you're not going to have a problem in understanding an occupational health and safety management system and its framework for managing risk. You will understand. You will not have a problem with that. I require all of the consultants who work for us to be able to brief back to me the standard, its framework, i.e. the clauses, especially the high-level clauses, and break the sub-clauses down. Because then I know that if they go into an organisation, they don't have a laptop, they don't have a notebook or whatever it is, or a tool for just Googling, they understand, they have a full understanding of what should be fitting where and what to ask for. So one of the first things I tend to ask my guys, and this is what I'm going to be covering on the course coming up, is what is the purpose of a management system? What's the purpose of our occupational health and safety management system? And if you struggle to articulate that, it could mean you don't have a general grasp on what it is, because it is quite simple really. So what is the purpose of it? So the purpose of an occupational health and safety management system, especially 45001, it provides a framework. It provides a framework for managing risks and opportunities. So that framework is given to us, it's laid out for us in the clauses: context, leadership, planning, support, operation, performance evaluation and improvement. So the purpose of an occupational health and safety management system is to provide a framework for managing risks and opportunities. We can then take that into another layer, just peel another layer off. So what is the aim? What's the aim? What we're trying to do? Well, realistically, we're trying to prevent incidents and ill health. So that's it. Trying to prevent accidents, ill health, and ensure that we've got a safe and healthy workplace. So that is really it at the high level. The purpose is to provide a framework for managing risk, and the aim is there to prevent ill health, prevent injury, and create a safe and healthy workplace. The management system then gives us that. So a management system, a system of managing something. So we need to understand what that system of managing something is. System is full of activities, lots of activities. Documentation is required, but it's not all about documentation. So that management system, the system of managing things, context through the leadership. And if we look at the context, we're wondering, what's the scope of the management system? Where is it covering? Who are interested parties? Who wants to know about, or who is affected by the management system? So again, ask that question when you go into a company. Leadership. This is where we get into our policies. This is where we get into our resources. We get into saying who's got roles and responsibilities, and our consultation. That comes from leadership. Context, leadership, planning. Planning, we're moving into the risks, hazard identification, risk assessment, identifying our objectives. Context, leadership, planning, support. Context, leadership, planning, support. That's right. So support, we're looking at our competence, our awareness within the organisation. Again, resources can be linked in here. Documentation. As we know, documentation is required and it needs to be managed correctly. So that's the support sort of element. Context, leadership, planning, support, operation. So this is our operational planning and control. How do we plan and control tasks, projects, risks? How do we do that? So within that, we're going to delve back into that hazard identification, eliminating risk again. But also in this operation element, we're looking at management of change. We're talking about our operations, how we're going to manage the change within them. And we're also talking about emergency preparedness and response, which has its own clause within there. So context, leadership, planning, support, operation, performance evaluation. This is when we're going to monitor, see what we need to measure, what metrics do we need, how are we going to do that. The clauses that stand out in here is the internal audit and the management review. They are big pieces within this, but it's not just about that. So performance evaluation, then we finish off with improvement. So improvement, we're looking at accident investigation, incident investigation, and sort of non-conformity. That's 5 minutes. I've gone a little bit over, and he's already fallen to sleep. But ultimately, the management system, if you're new to health and safety management, if you're new to health and safety, get your head around the clauses of ISO 45001. It really is important. And you'd be surprised how many health and safety managers, practitioners, even directors that I've known couldn't really articulate that. It doesn't mean they don't know what's going on, but if you can articulate that, you can pick that framework up in this organization and you can move into another organization. And especially if you're a consultant, then you are recognizing what should be there if somebody does have ISO 45001. So I'm going to be putting some training on about this, and when you come off that training, you will be able to do what I've just done. You will understand all of the clauses, and you'll understand where they fit in the management of occupational health and safety. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay productive, and yeah, see you soon.